This is the new setup. I've moved the big light a meter to the right, and today I will sow two kind of seeds that, according to the package, should be planted directly into their final pots. All my larger pots are frozen out there in the snow, so I went to the store and bought these ones. Terracotta pots are so expensive, so I got a bit cheap. I would have liked bigger ones. I'm not sure how big these ones will get. I will show them to you in a while. I was thinking of placing them, I think, in my gravel garden. And my plan is to plant them directly into really good soil, well fertilized soil with nutrients that will keep them satisfied all summer long. But on top I will also put just a teeny little layer of sowing soil with perlite and vermiculite, and I will soak the earth through a bit better than I did when I planted these. I'm afraid I've already killed some of these due to too little water. I was so afraid to give them too much water that I've given them too little. But now they're soaked through, and I have a heat mat, and I have put on a radiator here, and also a small one behind here. So it's starting to get really cozy here now, and I can see that there is things happening. But as I said, I'm afraid that some of the early the seeds that germinated early, they have unfortunately died. So it will be interesting to see if the more elusive seeds will poke their heads up. And also, in the bottom of the pots, I will put some clay pellets, just for drainage. And maybe I should raise that one a bit as well. I will do that. So let's start with the clay pellets. And there's a hole in the bottom of that bag. That's not good at all. These are expensive. I'm not sure why they're so expensive, but they are. Maybe I shouldn't have taken so much. I don't think I need that much. Especially, as I said, since they're so expensive. Okay, and then some really well fertilized soil, special professional growers soil. Oh, it smells nice. It smells really nice. I think this will shrink a bit, so I will go right up to the top. Like so. Then some sowing soil on the top. This is really dry and dusty. So Okay, so let's give this a good soak. And I'll use lukewarm water. This could have been done a smarter way. Okay, it seems to have penetrated now. I think this will do the trick when it comes to moistening the very dry sowing soil on top. Like so. Okay, let's look at the seeds. Let's look at the seeds. So, to be planted directly in a pot. This is Lobularia maritima, violet queen. Strandkrassing in Swedish. Or bee flower in Danish. Biblomme. Lobularia. Hardiness C. So these will, it says on the package that you can overwinter them inside. So maybe I'll try that. Petite little plant for the border, for the edges of borders. Also suitable for rockeries. Will spread out, cover the ground. Flowers profusely the entire summer with deep violet scented flowers. Very much liked by bees and other insects. Doesn't have big requirements. Can drought tolerant when established. So 10 to 12 seeds directly into the final pot. As I did here, it says here, fill the pot 2/3 with fertilized soil and the top 1/3 with sowing soil. Cover thinly with soil and then cover with plastic and keep moist. Put it in a light place, 18 to 20 degrees. After germination, put light and a bit cooler. Can also be sown, well, blah blah blah. And you can sow it directly outside as well. I have bought lots of other seeds that I will do that. These ones I will sow directly outside. This is, what's it called in English? Mallow-pea trifida. Mallow-pea trifida. It's a mallow. I like mallows. I don't like hollyhocks at all, but I do very much like mallows. This is an achillea, a yarrow. I really like those. This is a dianthus, barbatus. I really like dianthus as well. So these I will sow directly outside. But then I've also bought more for indoor sowing, which I will do when I have replanted the ones I've already sown. So I will sow these a bit later on. So echinacea, the common variety, hyssop, I love hyssop, sage, a red one, summer jewel, red, another sage, blue bedder, giant verbena, Verbena bonariensis. I will try to plant this and maybe sow a bit directly also where I have some from last year. Maybe the one I have from last year will sow itself. Aquilegia, More pink, more sage, this time pink. An aster, just not a perennial aster, this one, just to fill out the borders. Sunshine, the påfågelspunkt, what's that in English? It's not Gaillardia, is it? Gazania hybrid. It look cool. It's also just a summer flower. Yet another sage, a purple one, and one of my favorites again. What are these called in English again? I can't remember. Scabiosa, deep purple one. So all of these I will sow indoors in a month or so when I have replanted the ones I've already sown. Anyway, so we've looked at this one, kind of a ground cover. I hope that it will kind of mound and spill over the pot. And this one looks a bit like a Nymphophia, but it's not. It's called Spanish flag, exotic love. Let's see what the Latin is. Ipomea lobata. Ipomea. I've never heard of this one before. And it says here to lightly rub the seeds with a sandpaper before sowing them, and also to put them in water for 24 hours before sowing. So I have to sow these tomorrow. And also directly into the pots. Do not change them. That's why these don't like to be disturbed and potted on. Okay, so I will rub these with sandpaper and put them in water. And I will put them in tomorrow. But these ones, 10 to 12 seeds, that seems like a lot. But on the other hand, this is supposed to just spill over, so I guess I should spread them out and don't nip anything out. What's it called once they're done? Okay, I'll take this one then. Something like that. There will be plenty over for next year for another try. And then I guess I'll have to cover those with a bit more of this. Like so. And then another soak. Gently, gently. Don't come and tell me that you haven't got enough moisture. I won't make that mistake again. Although all the warnings I've heard is that it's worse. The most common mistake when sowing indoors is to drown plants in water, but I guess they have to germinate first. So until they've germinated, I will make sure to keep them properly moist. Okay, so that was that. Now let's rub these ones with sandpaper. Now let's have a look at these. They are pretty big. That's about half of them. So rub them with a sandpaper. Eh? Whoa. This is not the easiest thing in the world. Let's see if I can use another one as well. think that they have been abrased enough now. I've gotten through the darkest outside layer, I think, and I can see some light brown in there. I think that will do. So now I will soak these in a little cup of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So my little pretties. Starting to color off. I will see you tomorrow.